Right, hopefully this should be working. Right, let's get started. Okay, that should be Unity sound working, just in case. Right, need to make a new branch, I think, for what I'm about to do. Hello. In case anyone's checking the audio, this is me saying something. Should hear some music as well, and maybe some Discord voice chat, but we can check that in a minute. Right, let's see what animation we've got. Right, that'll do. That's as generic as receive damage animation as I can find. Right, let's add a little bit of script. We should have something in here already that if you've been hit, which is called from the player controller, which we'll just check on in a sec. Right, let's just see if this basically should hit him, and the trigger should do this animation. Well, I have no idea what's wrong with him. Might be a nav mesh issue or something. Right, hopefully that was it. I think I was getting confused between two different nav meshes. Right, that looks a bit weird, but I think we just need to go back to idle, maybe. Right, let's get rid of that little debug circle. Right, next punch should be dead. Well, that's not quite correct, but... Look at this. How you doing? Not bad, not bad. Just making it so you can punch people. Yeah, I think a lot of people have always wanted to punch people and get away with it, so it won't be the deepest of combat systems this afternoon, but it'll be a start. How's the stream and the sound? Everything alright? Yeah, but now I need to make it so that you can't just punch and kill everyone. Yeah, I have for this stream anyway. Hey Philip, how are you? I am currently adding it so you can punch people properly. A much requested feature. Exactly. I'm just wondering why the voice chat's not coming through the stream. Let's have a look. No, but you're the first one to chat, so let's have a look. But yeah, I don't know if that's going to work or not. Say something, Philip. Say something exciting.
Hello, chat.
Oh, okay, that's
Subscribe. Oh, you managed to set the resolution to higher.
Yeah, I just upped the bitrate and it seems to be better. What's it streaming at? 1440p?
Yes.
Okay, I'll see how long that lasts.
HD.
All the pixels.
So I guess it tries to, because you have a widescreen, yeah?
Yeah, but I drop it to sort of 16:9, 16:10 for these streams because otherwise I don't know. I hate to think.
Yeah, it doesn't know what to make of it. Ah. So the stuff like punching, is it all custom or you modify some like blueprint?
No, it's pretty custom. I mean, to be honest, it's not like it's not really difficult, to be honest. I mean, I probably first wrote this probably a couple of years ago, but today I've just tied it into like a little flinch animation so that when you punch them, you know, they kind of back off a little bit and stuff like that. But it's basically sending a raycast out when you're sort of clicking attack. It's getting sort of stats and some damage calculations based on some kind of predefined weapons and things like that. So it's pretty simple, but it's pretty extensible at the moment. So we end up with having I mean, we've got things, we obviously call them weapons, but at the moment, if I pick the player character, he's assigned essentially like the unarmed weapon. So it's kind of just got these stats like damage, delay, cooldown, kind of all those usual things. So even though it's your fists, I mean at the moment they're pretty powerful fists, but that's where we can kind of set what sounds, what objects, critical chances, things like that.
Okay.
And then we can, and then we've got one for like sword, so it's different animations, different prefabs, but they're all kind of just JSON files behind the scenes, so we can obviously easily add more things like that.
I see. Dead.
I mean, he sinks into the world a little bit, but well, we'll worry about that later.
True. You're so powerful that you clipped him through the ground.
But the animations are like a little bit slow. There's a lot to be said for. Well, these first-person animations were done by Rich and me, maybe. So they're not the final ones. I just want to make sure I can actually hear when you actually hit someone.
Oh yeah.
The sounds are a bit.
It's a bit.
The hitting flesh needs to be a bit louder or something. But I'll leave that for Matt. I'm just sending a message. I love the sword animation, it's so chunky.
I mean, if the Skyrim can have that, that's basically, you know. We can get away with it as well.
Might be time to chuck some physics objects into the world as well.
I mean something that like interacts with the punches?
Yeah, we did. I have tested this out before. They might already be over here. Let's go and have a look.
Oh, okay. Nice. Oh, that's a nice playground. Oh.
So obviously, like our player character doesn't have any.
Yeah,
it doesn't
yeah,
have
yeah.
any mass.
Well,
not like these systems, which is all like. I think that was a kilo. In order for like that's obviously super.
well,
heavy.
we are just hands after all.
Yeah. That's cool. I mean, I'm
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
some sacks or
I've
something
never
on the
seen anything in here to be interactable like that. So that's such a weird difference.
We were kind of waiting until after we've done all this level of detail stuff because of all the, the optimizations of everything.
That's cool.
make a note to Annie. What,
Like this is, this is something that even could be incorporated in some like physics-based.
there's the potential of like the sort of physics puzzles and stuff, just because they're obviously
like,
pretty.
Have you played Fallen Order?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I really enjoyed those puzzles, even though they were like quite, just moving stuff around. But yeah, it's like potential for just like really nice puzzles. Well, we don't know what we can do with either. Levitation not confirmed, but Hello.
Hello, Ellie.
Hello, Ellie. How are you? You good not wanting to do work today? Well, it's hot here. I don't know how.
It's not too bad in the UK anymore.
Yeah.
It's been pretty crazy few days, or a couple of weeks really. Not too bad.
I don't know where Ellie's from.
Tennessee.
Oh.
If I remember correctly.
So it's like early morning there, I guess.
Yeah, 6 hours, 6 hours behind.
It's been hot as shit last week or so. It's raining today. Okay.
Okay, so yeah, 5 hours behind London, 6 behind Philip.
What do you have to work on that you don't want to work so badly? With problem because we have this god awful view app we interface with. Yeah, exactly. What the hell is view? This is some marketing disaster to make your app unfindable and unsearchable to name it with that spelling.
Well, View in the UK is like a cinema brand. I don't know if they're all over the world or not, but I assume it's nothing to do with that.
Is it spelled like that?
Yeah, the cinema thing is, yeah.
Jesus Christ. JavaScript front-end framework.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard of React.
Never had a cinema named Bill. Well, guess why? Okay, we have a Rich that loves Vue apparently.
Because Rich still pretends that he's not a front-end developer.
Ooh, ooh, rough. Was it Rich who made our site?
No, it's based on like that's just a WordPress template really, but we need to sort that out. So I'm currently looking up how I can do some kind of knockback. So obviously the enemy doesn't just sit there and take it; it just moves back a little bit. But I can do it with physics objects because you can just add a force in the opposite direction. But Unfortunately, we're not using physics objects on the characters, rigid bodies, so it's gonna have to be.
So no ragdolling on.
No, but it is something I'm tempted by because you can just turn on the ragdolling like when they're dead, which is like very old school.
Simon, ragdoll, please.
But you know, that's I didn't really want to spend the time doing that before we've got our final NPCs art, because I probably have to do it again, depending on what the hierarchy of body parts are with them.
Yeah.
So I think I'm just gonna grab the normals of the attack, just inverse it, and then move the character back a little bit.
Papa Jump says, I want to drag the bodies of my enemies into a pile and laugh. As I've killed everyone in the game. That is a way to play.
I mean, we'll put that in the to-do pile, I guess.
To-do pile. Drag it into to-do pile. Up. Let's make the weapon kinematic and not obey gravity until the point of impact. What could go wrong? Well, basically, Thor's hammer, yeah?
Dear God. I mean, I'm not saying there's not potential for that. I'm just saying let's get
modding.
this starting of it done, yeah. And then just wait for someone to mod in an object with like 1 million kilos of mass, and we'll go from there.
This is this can be hook of our game. You just entire gameplay.
Goat Simulator,
you move around
RPG
by
edition.
swinging hammers.
I mean, it's not the worst idea.
It's not. There's no walking. There is getting over it. You are right.
First person getting over it. Again,
yeah,
not the craziest idea.
Yeah. We can put ourselves in amphora, so we are grease corrected setting, and you just swing some pike.
Yeah, we've got we did have versions in the past where it was tracking the blade swinging through and then checking like collisions from there. So it was a little bit more physically accurate, probably a bit more like how like moddable and stuff like that would do it. It was okay. Felt it was a little bit too correct, so you didn't quite have that same arcadey feeling of, you know, punching someone, because it was actually quite difficult to do with punches. It was easy with bladed weapons, but it's definitely something that we've experimented with and could potentially bring it back as either options or some kind of middle ground between the two. His fists are a bit powerful now. I can't check to make sure the other thing's working. First person fatalities would be pretty cool. But again, let's get the bare minimum working. We can go from there. Well, anything I'm doing now, they're going to be opening up to be moddable as soon as possible. One of them is weapons and things like that. So it's not going to be long before we add that. We just need to get our bare minimum stuff in there, and then we can just let everyone fill their boots. Damn it, someone saw.
Son of Vectron.
Vectra. It's so much better than a vector. I mean, I don't really need to do this drawing of a circle thing, but I just want to make sure I'm getting the right. So essentially, I'm going to get it to add movement in the direction of the punch, relative obviously to the person. I don't even know if this is going to work, but I've never done this before, so let's see what happens. It wouldn't surprise me if this just flew off the plane.
Let's see.
You never know whether big numbers, little numbers, I don't know what it needs. That's the funny thing about when I was doing those physics objects. You're like, okay, that's gone now. That's falling forever. It's true, it's knocked back, never to be seen again. And it implodes. Is it going to move at all? Probably not. Where it gets weird because sometimes things like the nav mesh and things like that kind of are fighting over positioning. So sometimes you need to turn one off and then things like that. Yeah, I might just need to do a big force. Probably shouldn't change two things at once. But now we don't know what will fix it. But I'm impatient and don't want to wait 2 iterations of click and play. Yeah, so that it was opposite to the normal of the mass collision, because the normal would be like coming back towards me, whereas I want the force to push away, if you see what I mean. So that's why the line was getting drawn correctly when I did change it. But you're right. Is that because I'm... Oh god.
Oh. What's... Is he getting behind you?
Yeah, but I think it's because I'm... So that... Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. Yep. Now let's... Oh, I just copy and pasted the wrong thing. I mean, it scares me that I now have to tie this into what happens if they're in a conversation. Do we just want them to stand there and take it? Do they need to fight back? Do they have to run away? If they're going to run away, where are they going to run away to? All of that scares me greatly. That's not... I mean, that's not exactly the... It's a bit much. I wanted it to maybe move a bit more over time, I think, but... I mean, it's something, I guess. Mean. I like that word, so, you know. Yeah, I'm definitely going to add some kind of, you know, the calculation for what force based on, like, the damage given. Just because it's an easy math thing to do, but at the moment he's like teleporting away, so I just want to fix that slightly. Oh god, how are we gonna do this? Weirdly, it doesn't do it on the first one. Strange. Right, is this gonna work? What are the odds? Ugh. Hmm. Oh. Oh, this music's getting a bit sleepy. Music's getting a bit sleepy.
I cannot hear you over the music. It's a bit high on the Discord though.
Oh, is it? Okay. Put my microphone up a bit, so. Is that better?
Okay, yeah.
This software came in my new microphone. It's so nice for like, you can have different, obviously volumes for like different things depending on what's in like my headphones and what's going out of over the stream. So it's like the music's louder in my headphones than it is that's going out over the stream, which is really nice.
You can change like channels as well.
Yeah, so I've currently got Discord that's running through the voice chat, Unity running through the game, Spotify through the music, and noise cancelling via NVIDIA Broadcast for the microphone. So hopefully you don't hear the seagulls and everything else outside the window.
Yeah. I hear no seagulls, and I usually do hear your seagulls because they got them pests everywhere.
Oh, that's not bad. I mean, it's a big old bunch.
Oh,
It's not bad.
mighty!
Oh, and the collisions work. I was worried that I was worried he was just gonna fly against the wall. Okay, so that's all right. It'll do for the first pass. Now let's maybe change it according to how much damage. So damage is 70, 45. Okay. So let's do maybe damage. Maybe we should do half the damage. mean, I don't really want to clamp it. It would be more funny if people just modding in a 1,000,000 damage punch and the guy goes careering off into Antarctica or something. But
with ragdoll, possibly.
with ragdolls, yeah. Okay, so down to 2. Let's clamp it at 0. I don't know. Let's clamp it at, I don't know, 200. So that's half of, what's that? So that's half of the input damage. We'll see how it feels. We can always change it to final damage, which is after it's done its maths on armor stats and stuff like that. But currently what unarmed is, say do a damage of 20 for that, and for a sword let's do 50. Trouble is, when all these little things are in now, I'm probably going to do, I'll probably add modding for weapons, probably for the 0.7 update, I reckon. It's so data driven anyway, like, you know, this scriptable object is going to be so easy just to add as a JSON object. I mean, it's still a bit much really for a little punch, but so let's up the damping, because I did leave that on. Let's put that on 10. And to be honest, shouldn't do magic numbers anyway, so I don't want it to be too slidey, and I don't want to bother with what materials are below their feet and all that kind of crap. So I just want it to be quite short.
Oh god,
and
yeah, that's a
no
complication.
No pun intended, but I want it to be quite punchy.
Oh.
So maybe let's try the... You know, I don't want it to look like a superhero pushback where they're dragging their heels for 4 miles. It's not bad. A little something. Let's... Oh no, as the player. I mean, that's a solid slap.
Ooh. It's like you hit it with a battle hammer, not a sword.
Yeah, the first pass animations aren't done yet. these were done by Rich and I. Implementation, you know. It's only a little sword. Not like this axe.
God. Oh my god. What is this axe?
Oh, it's just a little
era-appropriate
It's just
axe.
look.
How
It's just
to
a little implementation tester, all right?
Jesus Christ.
I promised I might leave that in for someone else to find. It looked a bit weird when they died, so maybe have a little bit of motion, but not much. I think I want to turn this impact into a co-routine as well, to save having a full update loop, which I'm always scared of putting an update loop on every possible object. I'm going to run the latest build on the stream in a sec as well. Doing loads of optimization improvements and stuff, and I just want to see how it's going. Yeah, I think the animation's not perfectly horizontal, so I don't know what we're going to do about that yet. That's a problem for another time. Yeah, I'm just. I think there's lots we could do. You know, we can potentially even do like a ragdoll thing until they're landing on the ground and all that stuff to make it more interesting. I'm not going to spend too much time over the animations because we're still yet to receive our final artwork for all the NPCs, so I don't want to have to just do stuff twice. So this is kind of just bare minimum to get at least a bit of impact and a bit of reaction so that, you know, it feels like you're doing something. Yeah, not bad. It's a lot better. That's still probably a bit excessive for a pushback, but he looks good when he dies then. At least it gives it time to not be red. Right, let's have a quick look at this. Right, this is our version that's going to come out in a hopefully next week. If anyone is watching, they get a little sneak peek. You can run around the boat at the beginning now and not stuck in its place and things like that.
Oh yeah, it's how you can playtest.
How's your little problem?
I'm preparing, but it might not happen for a while yet.
Nonsense. I'm sure you
Oh yeah, you probably can
Easy for
when
you
we
to
check
say.
this code into
I'm just glad you don't hate
our main branch and then do a build. It won't be on this. Nothing will happen.
know you're a citizen deep inside.
You can tell the performance is way better already.
I saw you added like a tower on the faraway
Yeah,
land.
what do you think?
Yeah, nice.
It was more just because that tower is super low poly, but it was more just to kind of
What
show
can
that
we
like,
see even?
like your paint over with obviously all
Yeah.
those buildings you want to do. Obviously we can have them so low and it'll still be alright. So we need to adjust the culling distances because the buildings are all standard at the moment, which is why you can't see them. So when we get a bit closer, there's a lot of LOD popping at the moment. So the buildings will slowly... So we need to pull that back by like another, I don't know, 50, 100 units. But that's about a quarter of the triangles on screen than it was. Floating things. Floating things. Flying fish. Phil, if you can make notes, please do. The shoreline foam baking's not working it on. Frame times here are really bad. I mean, he's not carrying a crate. It wasn't last week, considering the specs. This is a... Well, if it's not a mistake, we need to adjust the colliders, because I imagine we can jump over here.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Tony Hawk's.
Oh yeah, one thing I'll have to mention to Chu, that he put like some slabs of marble, not these, like on the entrance, and they have like the resolution of this
these?
marble is not matching at all. And
Oh
then
no,
they are like,
Rich needs to do all the texture sizes because we reduced loads of them down just to see what they're like.
okay.
So even all of these are wrong.
Okay, yeah, okay.
All of this stuff's too low.
Just like this one is like particularly jarring.
Yeah. Hardcore.
Ugh.
I'm just being lazy. So I need to get back to doing combat stuff, but I just wanted to have a little bash, show you some new stuff.
Catching a break?
Yeah, I've been at it all morning. I can't believe how much they wrecked.
Oh, is he about to jump?
Dining room, is it?
I'm sure we can help him. But can you? No, it's not. Okay, it's not there. Yeah, the pushback.
No, not yet. That's on a different branch.
Damn it.
Maybe next time. As I said, there's loads of implications with adding combat because obviously people are chatting and if you go and punch someone, you need to break conversations and all that stuff. So. Like being above the fog. Looks quite cool.
Oh yeah.
Can't wait to get rid of this temporary block out as well.
Ooh, this bridge.
New bridge. Random plant. A few issues.
Oh, that's that popping. Bloop.
Don't think that's supposed to be there. Oop, a log pop. Yeah, this temple does look nice. I mean, it does look nice. it's been an absolute learning experience. Getting HDPR working. Well, not working, but work, especially because we're doing all the modding and have to do everything at runtime. You know, all of this is obviously like real-time shadows and all that sort of stuff. Which is why the optimization of it all is so difficult when it comes to our budgets. To be honest, I don't even know. I can't even remember adding that when that tree got added. I assume that's a recent addition, Rich.
Oh, and yeah, there'll be like probably gonna be like a lot of rocks on top of this, on top of the.
Yeah, this is too bright. This is just a block out for now, anyway. Parkour. Parkour. These buildings look great though.
Yeah, yeah, Chu did a good job on this.
And just little things like that, it's nice. Just all the silhouettes of it's really cool. Oh, hello mate. Hi guys.
There's a blind blacksmith in Athens whose work is so beautiful it enchants.
Yep, it's coming along pretty nicely. Really want to do some blood particle effect now when you punch someone.
Well, we got blood decals.
I mean,
Splatter.
for running around, apart from things like flying fish and a lot of that set dressing we need to redo slightly on the pier, which we all know about, you know, there's not that, you know, the log popping isn't that bad. I mean, if I'm looking for it, you can see it. So, like, a lot of these textures are wrong. And obviously need moving down to match and stuff, but it's amazing the difference it makes. You shouldn't be able to, like, jump up onto this bit anyway.
Also, this is now with your absolute decimation act you committed.
Yeah. So this is
Okay,
like,
okay.
this is about as low as everything will go. We do need to adjust the distances so that, you know, essentially, like, you know, when you move that far away from the image, you know, the village and stuff, you need to be able to see from up here. So, you know, we just need to adjust the distances and stuff correctly. It does make a massive
the
difference.
purging of triangles, yes, exactly.
I mean, at the end of the day, when the boat comes in, that's kind of that's going to be the most you'll ever see in one point. And that's about 20 million triangles. And I think we are maxing out at over 70 million, you know, a couple of weeks ago. And the version that's kind of everyone's got now. So, yeah, big changes. So we just now need to pull back some of the bits we've kind of gone too far on. Yeah, and do some more tidying, sort out some of this sort of stuff now. Sort out some distances, but yeah, really, really big step.
Oh, the rack disappeared?
It is such an honor to meet you. I've been...
Yeah, because a lot of them, because they were in racks, but the racks were kind of not prefabbed properly, so it was all a bit sort of a bit rushed and a bit temporary. So it just means you need to go and do some tidying and stuff. I do love this bit of random set dressing when it comes to just using, you know, stuff we've already got, like 2 different crates at the bottom.
Yeah.
That stuff, I love all that. Love all that. Do some set dressing over here. Oops, you fell off. This bit's really nice as well. This will be nice when it's all coming out. So that's something we need to sort of be aware of. Obviously that's getting culled when it's out of camera, but it's also getting rid of the shadows. So might do it so that it leaves the shadows on but takes the building out, so you don't get that popping.
So there's like something like screen space that's like, if it's out of camera it doesn't
Yeah,
affect.
or we just put in some kind of delay, or we put in a bigger bounding sphere so that even if it's off camera like that, it waits until you're like here to then get rid of it. But there's all this sort of stuff that, as I said, we've gone with the bare minimum, whereas like there's not many things you don't really notice it, but there's things like that. It's probably just because that's quite a big chunky building in of itself. So yeah, that's the little sneak peek. Can't wait to get foliage on the cliffs as well, finally. Right, that's enough fun for today. We get back to some combat. Right. Oh god, where to go from here? I do really just want to put ragdolls on to see what happens.
Do it. Please.
What do you want to do? Ragdoll or blood splatter?
Come on. Ragdoll. Come on.
What, you'd rather have a ragdoll falling down than a blood splatter when you punch him?
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, do what you want, I guess.
No, I'm asking for the vote. We got 1 vote for Ragdoll, 2 votes for Ragdoll. Feel like we could be going down a rabbit hole that I might not be able to come back out of. Physics-based blood splatter.
Physics-based. Yeah, we have to simulate
Jesus.
liquids.
Jesus.
Simon, can you do that? Do we have the budget?
Mate, we can barely have all of our houses on a frame, right?
Listen. Then I can can mod the game to be about Dexter. Yeah, a thrilling experience of forensic detective that just looks at blood decals. I'd say, yep, that's.
I just want to see what Unity assets got for blood splatter particles. Need to look at some first-person games actually. See what others do for. I can't remember what they do on first-person stuff. It just doesn't quite like at the moment. It just doesn't quite feel like you're making that sort of connection. And like I
mean, probably like one thing is that the camera should recoil a bit as well, because this is like basically a force opposite reaction. Maybe to like root it.
Yeah, I think we do need a better mix on the volume. The volume of the hits a bit too low. But Matt, our audio guy's working on Wednesday, so we can have a little play with that to get that sort of thud. That'll help. Uh-oh. Here we go. Well, let's see if this is quick and dirty. What are the chances this is even going to work?
Are you setting ragdoll?
Yeah.
Nice.
Well, I've got no idea. I've never done this before. Middle spine, upper chest, neck, head. No, not the music from Vampire Survivors. It's on a DRM free list, so. I don't know if this is going to work. It's not in a T-pose or anything.
Oh, I wish it works.
That's what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen.
I am so curious. I'm full screen now.
Well, I've just done a
God.
copy of this object.
I so hope this is so janky for the first time.
Oh, it's gonna be horrific. It's got to be, it's gonna be GIF worthy, surely. Like, what it looks like it's done, it's just added, it's added colliders and stuff to a different object.
Have you
So if I
saved it? It's gonna crash. Oh, okay.
Well, it's currently to say no. This is just to get him out of the way. That's all. So it's where So it's this here. So you can see it's added colliders and rigid objects to all of the other
Okay.
like sub
They
meshes.
seem to be in place at least.
Yeah, I mean they look right and they're moving. Because they've got these character joints and stuff on it now, you see. But okay, I mean, let me look at some bad implementation. When you're done, click the creator, and when you're at the player, you'll see your character go limp. Well, that's not done, is it? Maybe that's because... Maybe we just need the model. And maybe we need to get rid of everything else. Oh shit. Okay. Oh well, that sort of went right. Right, where's he gone?
What happened? Where is he?
What am I looking at now? Guard 2. Okay, so this is up here. Because basically, it sounds like what you do is you make 2 copies of it, and then when he dies, you literally disable the one that's normal, and then turn on the ragdoll, and it will just collapse to the floor.
Okay.
But I'm just pulling out. I'm just pulling out the model, so he hasn't got any other. So there's no other code running, essentially. I mean, Okay, this might just go limp as soon as I click play.
Oh! Well, it works at least. It works.
Okay.
Nice.
God, it just looked like Goat Simulator.
Well, that's great.
Okay. We've obviously got a little bit more work to do. But that's okay. So let's
So basically, if you would inflict a final blow
yeah.
and
Basically turn
this
one off,
would-
turn that on.
you would
then he'll
like
just die.
impair the strike onto him, and he would actually fly somewhere. Well, just
That's the plan.
Okay, okay.
Right, so ragdoll. So we need to start off disabled, otherwise he'll just sink like a waste of body sack. Okay, so if health is going to be below 0, we need to turn on. We need to turn on ragdoll. We need to. Yeah, okay. I think I'm gonna need to transfer some actual physics force now, so he actually like moves backwards like some crazy shit. Okay, so I need to turn that on, but then I need to turn off. This is going to look so stupid, I know it already. It's going to be great. Alright. So turn off that, we'll turn on ragdoll, and let's just see what happens. So where is the original? I also want I need to get the rigid body because I want to add some flyaway force to him.
Nice.
Ragdoll, rigid body. What do we want? What do we want? And when do we want it? Okay, that's that. That's that. 8 damage, dead. Ragdoll set active. Then let's add a little. Let's steal this code. I don't even know what this 20 is going to do. It's like just pick a number. I don't know if that's going to go flying. I don't know if it's going to go nothing. I have no idea about these kind of things. Okay. This is either going to be amazing or it's going to be overhyped and going to need some tweaking. So let's put these in before I forget. So that's the original model. That's the ragdoll model. The rigid body should get picked off the root. But let's just put it in anyway. When I was saying earlier, when we had the way the weapons were being like tracked for what were they hitting and things, we had different colliders on different body parts, a bit like what this ragdoll's done as well, in order to sort of track, you know, if your sword swing was coming from the right, you'd hit the upper arm and the lower arm, like a proper old school, like Half-Life hitbox. But the trouble is all that stuff, I've got no idea the real implications on those sort of physics tracking every single frame. So
I see.
It's definitely something I'm curious to add. Oh, someone's crashed. Someone's not happy. You've only just done the right over there. Ragdoll ridge body, ragdoll dot component and children rigid body. We've already done that.
Is like is compiling GPU based or CPU based?
More CPU, I would say. It's why, like, when you run it in the editor, it's not as optimized as when you do a proper build, because of things like all these debug messages all get stripped out and things like that. The variable ragdoll has not been assigned. Oh, I see. Okay, that's because I forgot that I'm changing scripts that are on 10 other NPCs. Let's only do this if we've got a ragdoll set. If we don't have it set, we'll just do the old school, but boring one. And then run the dead code as it was before. Yeah, I was going to use that get component in children, but instead I've just set it. I've set that rigid body manually now, just here. Instead of looking every time it runs the game. I mean, it's applying this force to the hip, so it might look a bit weird. It'll probably look better if you apply it to the body part you hit or something, but who knows? What's going to happen? Is this guy going to go flying? Oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn the weapon data for punching up quite high. And then we'll do 100% critical damage boost and 100% critical damage chance.
Okay, let's see. Whoa! Oh boy.
But I don't think that ragdolled. I don't think that ragdolled. Because it's
No, did it? I think it did.
I think it just flew but animated at the same time, so it kind of looked like it did.
Okay, maybe.
I mean, he got fucking boomed though.
Amazing.
I mean, that's...
I wonder if like if you like punch him from the bottom, like crouching, would he fly up? Would he make an arc?
Yeah,
Or
like...
does it work like just like a plane to plane?
No, like if you got the direction, like at the moment, the direction is just going to be on the X and Z. But if you obviously added a bit of Y to that, it would apply that force vertically as well, so he would go flying. But let's just... I said I don't think that worked properly. I mean, it was fun, but... Yeah, I don't think... Yeah, I'm gonna have to, Ellie, now that we've had our fun. So, like, why hasn't he just ragdolled now? Like, why is he standing up? Surely he should be... I think the animator's overriding him. Hey, Aylin. Okay, so maybe we need to turn the animator off as well. Try that. Yeah, I think so too. Because as far as well, I'm obviously guessing now. Obviously, when we tested it before, it was outside of the parent object. So, if I just... Yeah. I mean, it looked good. Maybe it is a combination of both. Like, I thought what would happen is, if I turned on this ragdoll model, like, now, it should just collapse. But it's not. So what if we turn off animator? Okay. Now we're getting somewhere. Okay. Should we risk it and just do a big booming punching? I just want this to work so I can make a GIF of it. That's great. Bugs? What bugs? Works perfectly. There's going to be bodies flying off cliffs in no time. Okay, let's go for something a bit more. Okay, so why is that not working? So the animator's not working on that. We just do what we did last time, but add a little bit of up direction, like Philip suggested. Direction dot y equals that would just be silly, Ellie. This is going to be good. Camera's coming out for this. Well, the music's taking a turn. Weapons. You're saying that's too much or not enough? I'm not exactly sure about how the add force works over works over time, and it depends on the mass and all that stuff. So I don't know. Let's just put this high as well. I mean, it's going to do something. Might need to animate an uppercut just to make this look good. No, don't do that. Let's just do this and that. I mean, I'm not going for the record stream away from Philip, but I do want to get this guy flying in the air. I started at like 2. Need to eat.
Yeah, we've been up for like 3 hours now, I think.
It's easy when you're having fun though. I've been flown by. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Get 250, let's see what happens.
What are you tweaking now, Simon?
Just want to get him to smash in the air.
Oh, yeah. Oh! Nice! Nice. And did he hit the building and ricochet?
Yeah, but I don't know why his head's moving.
Fantastic. That's perfect. Boink. Oh, that's so weird that he flew to the
Today.
right.
I don't know what's going.
Why the other one is moving the head like that? It's like he was about to die, but
I mean, it's okay. His head's stopped now.
It's amazing. What would happen if you hit him from the top? If you were on something?
Well, yeah. I mean, at the moment, I'm obviously specifically putting in an upwards vector on the Y.
Ah, okay. So this is not like something that is interchangeable.
No, like, obviously if you hit him down, at the moment he's just gonna... I've already manually put that direction in. But you could, you could leave it. So essentially if you were crouched and then hit him upwards, it would take that angle. But it's just all to do with, like, the physics and the force. Like, I don't know what 100 means. Like, does it mean, like, 100 units per frame? Or, but timed by the frame time? Things like I don't know what the context of some of these numbers are.
Yeah.
Which is why I'm just like, I don't know.
Bye-bye.
Catch him.
Oh, God. Oh, he's so bouncy. Amazing.
Okay, let's maybe
Yes,
drop this
it's
down.
perfect. It's done.
I mean, I didn't video that one.
Ah. There's nothing that can improve it. Your work is finished.
I want to get more of like a, I don't know, like if you uppercutted someone, like you need a bit more height than distance. I mean, I'm not sure if this is the best use of my time, but I do like the rag. I like the ragdoll though. It's fucking, even if it just goes back a little bit and falls over, perfect. I'll let the crazy modder start messing with with the mass of characters and things like that. Oh god, something's happened. Something's happened here. Something's happened.
That's weird. He didn't bounce this time.
Poor little bugger. Oh, that shoulder's not good. That right shoulder's gone. That's desiccated. Right, let's put it to something that is more correct. So just so I can sign off the day as correct. Like, I think I want a little bit of height. I don't even know what I had this stuff set as before. What, you reckon set the Y to 100? Yeah, so like the mass at the moment isn't accurate on the NPCs because I think the rigid body has given itself a mass of like 3, which is obviously equivalent of, what, 3 kilos. Whereas, you know, even setting them as 80 or whatever. I mean, it's all in, you know, it's obviously all in relation. So, yeah, I think there needs to be some... I mean, we obviously need to spend more time on this than the 20 minutes we have done. But... because, yeah, these hips are massive. Yeah, Ellie's definitely making this serious now. I mean, I didn't wake up this morning thinking we were going to have ragdolls. And yet, here we are. Oh shit, something's happened again. There he is. I don't know where he is. Oh god. He's on his way down.
What are all of the arrows?
I think that's to do with, like, I imagine
Vectors
the
or
physics.
something?
I imagine the physics calculations or something. I need to check what the other physics objects that we were going to use were. Again, it's all just the right feel of it, so we just need to come up with something that's appropriate. Yeah. But the Y trimmed off of it. And then added. Hit him with 286 damage. Okay, no wonder it's big. Oh, that's quite nice. That's quite subtle. I think we'll leave it at there for today. I mean, that's currently going to... I mean, that's just a damage of 30. I mean, all these numbers are just... It's obviously all about... you know, the relevance between numbers more so than what 30 means, but... I mean, it's a bit over the top, but still. At least it goes in the air a little bit. He goes back a little bit. Yeah, I think we'll just have to do the equivalent of like transform forward or something.
Hey, Matt.
Hello. You're missing all the fun, Matt. Ragdoll physics.
I just saw a bit. Oh, acid one.
Yeah, I think we just need to tweak the sounds on Wednesday, Matt, just for get a bit more ad.
Yeah, definitely.
Well, at the moment, it's bringing in this direction, so could probably
shoot off again. They're looking really good.
Pardon?
I have to shoot off again, but it's
Oh,
looking
no
really
worries.
good.
Yeah, that's right. I'll feature on Wednesday. Yeah, it's not bad, Matt. Oh, that's wrong. That's not right. Okay. Right, I assume I need to do some kind of calculation into the transform. I thought it would pass the forward vector from what the player is, i.e. straight ahead. But then the take damage would... oh, I see what you mean. It doesn't need to be reversed, does it? Okay, I need to stop playing with this. Because I need to get onto all the hard stuff. Like what to do if they're in the middle of a conversation. What to do if they're important to the story and the whole game. Okay. And then you launch them off of a cliff. What do we do about that? Maybe tonight. Right. Right, we're going to call it there. Because I need to get a drink and I need to eat. Well, I hope that was as entertaining for you as it was for me.
That's great.
Now just copy and paste that to everyone. Happy days. Yeah, it should be a 0.7.